ahead of schedule. Throughout the whole summer, been doing a lot of work, mobility, strengthening it, and it really was pretty much a pretty straightforward recovery from the time I had surgery to following the protocols and the steps to get back. Had a great team, great strength team. Shout out to Mike Orr, great in the performance staff. He was with me every day, the long nights, and he pretty much he was the main guy working on my shoulder, helped me get strength in it, and helping me feel back great again. And like I said, I probably feel better than I did before I had surgery.
Did you feel, was there any concerns from you that because it wasn't going to be a normal off season, just because you'll be slowed, not that you couldn't start playing full runs and stuff like that eventually, but did you feel like, oh no, I'm going to be playing catch up, or I'm going to be behind the eight ball of things I want to work on, or I mean, did you have any of that anxiety?
No, I never had that anxiety because um, I'm a Christian man, so I have faith. So I knew that this was just a part of the journey to, getting to where I need to get to. So, right when I had surgery, when I talked to my family, talked to the Bulls doctors, they pretty much, explained how my summer would go, and I was able to. It actually it was exciting throughout the process because I ain't gonna like the first month and a half is very tedious, just doing shoulder work, band work. But then once I was able to pick up a basketball, that kind of made the next step. I was motivated for the next step. So I was able, like in July, I believe, like either early July, I was able to shoot. I was getting spots up. I was able to do ball handling. I just couldn't do contact. That was the only thing. And then once August hit, I was able to do contact. So it was pretty much a normal summer, actually.
Mike?
I owe you. It seems like you spent a lot of time with Modest this summer since you guys are a comedy team now. But
You think I'm a comedian?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you and him. So a lot of this team's future is kind of wrapped up into believing in his potential. What do you see as his as Modest's potential?
Potential. I mean, I think the sky's the limit for him. I don't think me or no one else can just determine what his potential can be. I think just like anybody else in the NBA, I think Modest has a chance to. Um, the sky's the limit for him. It's all about continuing to put in work, continuing to motivate yourself to keep going. But in terms of his potential, the sky's the limit.
Tomorrow for practice?
Yes.
Julia?
We've heard a lot today from your teammates, coaches, etc., about the importance of this team improving its defense, its physicality. That's something that you take a lot of pride in. What do you think it is that this team is lacking in past seasons in terms of kind of that defensive grit and some of that physicality?
Um, it's hard to say. Wait, can you say it again? You said, what is this team lacking?
Lacking, yeah.
Like, can you explain? Can you?
Yeah. What do you feel that this team has not had in past seasons, and specifically in some of those elimination games, in terms of being able to match an opponent's physicality and kind of bring that defense that you guys need?
So stay.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Great question. I would just say mostly being consistent. With this being going to my fifth year, I think we had some pretty good defensive teams at times. I think at times, we were poor defensively. We wasn't connected. We wasn't physical. But then at times also, it's been times where, we played lockdown defense. We was rebounded. We was playing together. So I think the main thing that, this team needs to do is to do all of those things, but do it at a more consistent level, not picking and choosing. And I think if you look at the very good defensive teams, because at the end of the day, most teams in the NBA are going to have not the best nights defensively, but I think the more you can do it consistently at the highest level, then that's you get better results. And I think that's one thing we need to focus on this year is being consistent at doing those things.
Sam Smith, Bulls.com. I know team is one for all for one, do what's best for the team, but pretty much every office where everybody works, they try to figure out sort of the pecking order, their role, how they fit, what's their possibilities. This team has an abundance of guards. There are a lot of players who do things you do too. What do you see with this particular team, with the players you have, you fitting in, and what do you see yourself doing, and what role do you see yourself playing?
Yeah, I just see myself just fitting in on just doing what I do. I think just being able to, play on both ends of the court at a high level, um, of course, rebounding, defending, using my length, and then also being able to get in the paint, knock down shots, and just being somebody that's, unresilient. And I think I can help bring that to the team to help us continue to win as many games as possible.
Maybe I should have asked it a little differently.
Yeah.
Do you see the opportunity? Is there minutes for you to do that with as many players? Trey Jones coming back, Okoro added, an awful lot of players doing that position and doing those things.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I have full confidence in my abilities to, go out there and help impact winning and, just find a way to be on the court. And, yeah.
Building on that, what's sort of your mindset going into this season with all the guard competition coming off the injury, about your contract situation being unrestricted? And have there been any conversations yet about an extension?
What was the first part of your question?
Just what's your mindset around the upcoming free agency?
Oh, I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm excited to be here, media day. I'm excited to be healthy. I'm excited to be around the guys. I'm just excited to just be around a team atmosphere. I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm excited about media day today, content day, speaking with you all, and then just getting ready for tomorrow. That's my main focus. My main focus is taking it one day at a time, not worrying about next July or whenever that is, because that's going to happen when that's going to happen. The main thing that, I have to do is stay in the moment, one day at a time, one event at a time. And, right now I'm at media day and I'm excited. I'm excited to be here. I'm ecstatic and, yeah.